Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Orakel reading for this week. Today is Thursday, and today I read for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And this reading here is for Virgo. Welcome, Virgo. We start with the Schamanen Orakel. It is a German deck. And the card that you got is the Warrior. And the card says to get ready for the most difficult fight of your life. And it is not your usual fight, but is rather the fight to overcome yourself. You fight for your own fulfillment, and you fight for the freedom from old habits that long need to be past habits, and you fight to shed prejudice. Such is the hunt of the difficult, and you need a protective shield of courage, determination, tenacity, and independence to no longer rely on what other people might think about you. So the card shows the shaman holding a shield in front of him, and this shield could also be the medicine wheel. On the one side is a kind of a heavenly plant, and on the other side there are some animal tracks. The shaman is wearing a horned animal mask to gain more powers and also to hide his true identity so that he is not recognized by others. The true warrior is not the one who is killing an animal or killing a human being. The true warrior is one who conquers himself. This seeking shaman can be both male or female. So says the card, this is a fight of another type that now is needed. No traditional fight, but the overcoming of your own self, seeking your higher meaning of life. This is no easy task, for sure. Some people, they might go through life without ever finding out that higher meaning. We are asked to fight, which makes us weak, scared, hostile, and untrue to ourselves. So the card is asking us to fight the fight of our life. Check out today if you follow the preconceptions of other people instead of your own. Wear a mask of uninvolvement instead of letting other people involve you in their fights. Only fight your own fights and make sure that your fights, they are worth fighting and that they are good for a good cause. The biggest challenge is to keep balance in your relationships as well. The Keepers of the Light Oracle card is next. Out came Paul, the Venetian. And Paul, the Venetian, is about experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Paul the Venetian is said to be the ascended form of Paolo Veronese, which was a famous artist of the Italian Renaissance. The Venetian refers to the fact that he was connected to Venice, Italy. It is believed that on his passing in 1588, he had the opportunity to help humanity by sharing his lifelong wisdom. He is the keeper of the light who helps us accept our talents and activate our skills so that we can share the beauty of our soul with the world. He brings waves of good energy, grace, and encouragement, and works with all the artists, musicians, designers, and anyone else who needs support in channeling their talents. There is an extended message. Whatever creative ideas you are having at this time, they are inspired by the divine, and Paul the Venetian is here to help you channel such gifts. You may have felt blocked or maybe held back in the past, but now it is time to recognize how talented you really are. So follow your bliss and share your grace. Your creativity is a gift to this world, and as you share it with all those around you, you make space in your heart for goodness to enter. Recognize your gifts today and express your creative self in a way that suits you. Next card is the Nature's Whispers Oracle card, and that one is Vulnerability. Saying that you may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and to regroup. You are in need of some rest and relaxation. You might even be feeling a bit overwhelmed. So take some much needed downtime, take in your surroundings, and notice the season and the changes that are taking place out in nature. Things are continually evolving, so think about the clouds you see in the sky. They are constantly moving, changing, and reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and with nature in a deeper way. Align your rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down, and trust that everything will work out. The signs that the things work themselves out, they are all around you. So take notice. The Path of Light Oracle card is next, and that one is From Separation to Oneness. It starts with Maya. Maya is the cosmic power of delusion, weaving spells that hide our true being and the oneness that we are a part of. The truth, according to yoga and to the Gita, and the antidote to this affliction is the understanding that we are all one. There is only one of us that manifests in all the various forms we see throughout the universe. We are one cosmic consciousness that permeates all of existence. God, if you will. In this tradition, that force is called Brahman. So we are all a part of that one being, all of us, saint and sinner alike, the one in the infinite expression. So when we realize the truth of oneness, it completely changes the way we orient ourselves to the world. We switch from focusing on how to advance the me and the mine to how we can all advance together. This is a monumental shift, and it is the shift that is necessary to save humanity and our world from all that plagues us, which are the consequences of separate thinking. If we believe that we are all separate, then we tend to disregard how our actions impact others and the planet. It makes us self-centered and selfish. We interact with others and the world by attempting to impose our self-will and get what we want. The more we focus on ourselves without regards to others, then the more disconnected and disillusioned we feel. When we allow our lower self or the ego and its lower nature and tendencies to make the reins, then we categorize and we judge everything, compulsively liking and disliking, attracted to or repelled by things. And as a result, we are regularly triggered and we find ourselves reacting in the ways we regret and have to repair instead of acting in accordance with our highest vision. So to see the divine in everyone and everything is an extremely difficult task. There is no end of reasons that justify our judgments and reactions. But the task before us is to open our hearts and our minds to everyone around us, despite of this. Mother Teresa, she demonstrated that we should not mistake a person's behavior for their true being underneath, which is always divine, and that we should address such true being. So we look out to the world with eyes of love and compassion, for we understand that life is difficult and that people are doing the best they can with the awareness that they have. We start to consider how our actions affect the whole of everything. We realize that if anyone is suffering, it also affects all of us. We realize that we must all progress together or we will all be held back. And as soon as we understand this, then we begin to go beyond the illusion of separation and we see the oneness in all life. The Chakra wisdom oracle card for you is Perseverance. It is the color orange and relates to the second chakra and is about a carrot colored cloak. Don't quit before the miracle is the message. And the legend here is that Shamanen's carrot-colored cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, she was frustrated by the sacrifices she has made in her long pursuit of success. So Schamanen throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Schamanen to put the cloak back on and to stay the course, but she does not listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success awaiting her. So when we do our chosen work, then we are serving the highest order. And if we stop, then we upset the universal balance. What you work toward will eventually materialize. You may not see it yet, but it lies ahead. Ask, can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? Will I let go of fear and persevere? Key ideas are breaking through. Unseen help is at work. Feeling taken for granted and overcoming doubts. Keywords, they are steadfastness, success, and miracles. You can do this meditation. Imagine yourself walking along a pathway. You are wrapped in a cloak and you reach a glass wall. And through this glass, you can see your goals. So step forward and pass through this wall. Your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past. So let it go, because you do not need that cloak anymore. And the last card is the Bob Ross Oracle card. Out came the masterpiece. Bob Ross believed that you do not need to be blessed at your birth by Michelangelo to then be able to paint. Every painting was a masterpiece as far as he was concerned. At the same time, no painting is ever perfect. He also said, if you paint 1,000,000 paintings in your life, you're never going to be satisfied, and your next one is going to be your masterpiece. Every time you paint a picture, you learn something that will help you when you do your next one. So the masterpiece reminds us that nothing in life is perfect, and it encourages us to continually strive to improve ourselves as we journey through life. That was the reading for you, Virgo. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a beautiful Thursday. Wishing you a rest of a good week. I'm sending lots of love out. Take care and goodbye.